I love video. I use video a lot, especially on LinkedIn. I like to mix it in with, it's just sometimes easier to convey your message when people can hear and see and you can show what's up. I do a lot of stuff on TikTok too that I'll post on LinkedIn.
What would you say is something that triggers you to put together a video or that prompts you to say, okay, let me put this out there into the world?
Honestly, I just feel like I only make stuff when I feel like it.
Same.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, because when you don't feel like it, you're just not really showing up in a good way. And it's not good. It's just like it falls flat. But when you're really in the mood or you have a good idea, sometimes you have to force yourself to start if you have a good idea. But once you start and you're into it, it's actually fun.
Okay, so when you feel the itch, there's not something out there in the world. What do you think that personalization really means when it comes to sales outreach? Because at the end of the day, you are a salesperson, right?
Yeah, I'm a salesperson. I know. I think, honestly, like a lot of the personalization people do is like really bad.
It's not actually personalization.
It's bad. It's like noticing, I like to call it almost no shit sentences where it's, I notice you're the marketing manager. Yeah, correct. I notice you're from wherever. Like these things are just so irrelevant and not, unless you have a really genuine connection that's like super small world vibes, I just don't do that. So for me, personalization is more like, I notice this thing about your job that I know that you do, and this is how I can help you. And it's like very specific and niche and not like this silly stuff.
Sounds like it's relevant.
Yeah, so I lean more on the relevance train. I honestly don't personalize a lot. For me, it's about cherry picking people who would get my message so it seems personal to them.
I think that in itself is personalization.
Yeah, it's personalized to, I know that they would enjoy it. I'm very picky with how I find leads because what you put in is what you get out. Right. So a lot of companies are like, we have a horrible no-show rate. I'm like, all these people you're reaching out to are trash for you. Yeah. Like they're lovely people, I'm sure, but they're not the people you want to speak to. Yeah. Like everyone on your list who you're reaching out to, you should be dying to meet with this person. And if you're not dying to meet with them, don't reach out to them because they're irrelevant.
I love that line. That was so good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true though, because I've had 2 outbound no-shows this whole year. 2023.
Okay, I was hoping.
Yeah, 365 days.
2 no-shows.
2 no-shows.
That's crazy.
Because everyone I've picked, I know that they would find my service completely relevant.
Beautiful.
So the lead list is where I think a lot of people go wrong because if a lot of people are like, oh, I have this low conversion rate. If you're reaching out to the wrong people, your message isn't going to hit regardless. So once you have your A+ all-star list, it's like dream team of prospects. And this could be thousands of people. It could be 100 people. It could be 10 people, whatever it is. Those are your people. And then when I find these people, it's based off of like triggers. Like we sell an advertising software. So I just make sure that they run the ads that we help with in the format that we can help them with. So once I know that they do that, I know they're in charge of that, my message makes sense to them.
How do you find that? Like, how do you find that out? What type of business intelligence are you using? This is now really just, I'm curious.
Yeah, yeah. I'm lucky because ads are usually public. So I can just go on like Facebook's ad library and just literally look myself.
Okay.
But I think if you don't have that, there's other ways to identify like these sort of vague triggers, even if it's not like as hard, like mine's pretty concrete, but if you don't have a concrete thing where it's like check mark, they do this, you could just assume they're doing something. If you're like in Excel replacement software, like you help with Excel, like you can assume these people are using Excel because everyone's using Excel. And you can just lead with that as your thing from the get-go. But yeah, prospect list is key. And then once I know they do the thing that I need them to do, then my message is like, hey, I saw your ads. They look like this. Maybe they could look like this. Let me know what you think. I use a lot of like images, GIFs, videos or whatever in the outreach. I think a lot of people get scared where they're like, images and links will mess up my deliverability. I'm like, mass blasting and having shitty emails will impact your deliverability way more. Videos and links aren't gonna kill you.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the 10 videos that you sent to 10 very personalized, you've done the work beforehand, you know they're gonna accept it, they're not gonna hit unsubscribe, it's going to the right person. Yeah. That's not the problem here.
Yeah, totally, totally. So I don't think people should shy away because also pictures, like images speak 1,000 words. And if you have something that's easy to show, like not every product obviously is easy to show over like a photo or like a video or whatever, but that has been really helpful to me. Like I rely heavily on images in my emails.
Honing in on video more specifically.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear what you're using for your screen recording?
Oh my God, obviously I use Sendspark.
Is it that obvious? I don't think it was.
My God, Brian once roasted me because he thought I was using Loom. I was like, dude, this is literally your software.
It's true.
Yeah,
So
I
you're
do.
using Sendspark. Can you regale us with some of the reasons why you enjoy using it?
Yes, because I can just download the video and then send it where I need to. That's literally the main reason. It's so helpful to me. Being able to easily download and send.